So when you're turning in on the circle now, I can see it's already better now, Taryn. Don't overbend with your right hand when you turn in. Almost sometimes, for the training, almost contrabend the horse a little bit to the right. If we look at her now when she's cantering around here, and then we look when she's turning in here. And then you make a transition to walk. Okay. And then you can look here. I just explained for you. This is an experienced horse. You can use your aids. You have many aids. You have your voice. We cannot use the voice very good now. It's not a good moment. But you can use your weight a little bit. A horse is very, very sensitive for the weight. So you don't need to pull so much in the inside hand. If he's overbending himself to the left, then he's not follow your inside hand enough, because he's doing this instead. And then you have nothing in the inside hand. What happened? This left shoulder goes out. And if the left shoulder goes out, automatically the hind legs are inside. It's very logic. But not so logic when you're riding, because everything is going very quick. So if you do like this, if you protect the horse with your outside rein, in this moment, look here, when you're starting to go into the circle, almost like a few times you can almost flex the horse a little bit to the left, contra-flex the horse. Then the right shoulder goes a little bit in. And then you're straightening the whole horse up. Then sometimes you say, you cannot, but how can I ride to the right and pull in the left hand? Look at the jumping riders. When they ride a speed off, when they ride against the clock, you can see they jump one obstacle, almost in the air. They want to go to the right. Almost in the air, they bend the horse wrong to come very quick to the right side again. If they should do the opposite, jump the obstacle really quick, pull it inside, then they have to go. Then they're doing a very long serpentine or circle, and the clock is just running, and they are just coming out in too big, not coming. So this is, of course, you can with an experienced horse, you can protect outside rein, and then your inside body a little bit to the right. So you're indicating a little bit that I want to the right. Because if you overbend the horse in the shoulder in, it's not shoulder in anymore. Then it's exactly the same thing has happened. The shoulder just go out to the track, and you're just riding canter with a bended neck. And the horse is anyway like this. So you want to straight up, outside rein, like it was a pin here, like you're stopping this shoulder up, and the horse stays like this. Yeah? Okay. You canter now straight, and you ride shoulder in on the long side. I'm going to look, so you have the shoulder inside. Good. Very good. And now you have the neck quite straight. Super. Very, very good. And this is just touching it, Once again. Yeah. Good. Yeah. And in this work, you keep the energy. Very good. In this work, you keep the energy. Now you do it a few more times. All the time you ride on the long side, also between exercise, between movements, you have to do this. You have to get this automatically. Good, good. When I see a young rider ride like this, I think for myself, this young rider know about riding. She know what she's doing. When they're coming like this, like a shrimp, then I know they have not so good trainer, They don't know really what they are doing. And for a young rider, that's okay, because she's so much in the beginning. It's nothing to do that she have a bad trainer at all, because again, we have to train different things, but I think it's time for her now to think about these quality things. And you see how good she's doing it now. The canter is improving, she's sitting well, the horse is really straight. Really, really straight. And when you ride the test, it's better that they are touching the shoulder a little bit inside than if they're touching like this, the hindquarters inside. Oh, better. My feeling is that you have to stop up the shoulder a little bit. If the shoulder is running too much to the side, then the hind legs are behind the shoulder too much. Yeah? So if you feel that he's going too much with the shoulder like this, then you stop the shoulder a little bit and using your right leg a little bit like that. Yeah. Prepare a little bit for the next diagonal. Then you can go a little bit forward. Extended trot we are not training very much at home because it's a very if you train too much extended trot, the horse it's very hard for the horse to go too much extended trot. I used to just do short parts, and just before a competition maybe you just test that you can do a diagonal. I mean talking about older horses now. Also here now it's very important when you go out from the corner to make him as soon as possible straight. Otherwise you're starting the medium or extension too late. And then now forward. Good. And take him back. And forward. Good. And walk. Very good, Tyron. This is very good training to do like this because it was quite nice now in the beginning, and then to stop the horse when you have the horse nice, just to take a half halt, a little bit more in the training as in the competition, because if you feel that this power you have is stretching out too much, then you have to take it back again a little bit to have something for the last 30 meters. And then in the test, you can just touch a little bit, a small half halt in the middle of the extension. You cannot see it, but the horse is waiting a little bit more there, and then you can have the power the whole way. If you're just throwing away everything in the beginning, it's ending out too much, too early. So I'm training very much extensions in two parts like this. Sometimes only testing on the long side the reaction, the signal. And if I feel that the signal is going through, I don't need to make the whole diagonal with Briar, with my old, because I know him. I don't need to make a lot of diagonals. So this is, now you did it very well. It was very good. You could really go for it in the beginning. It was not fading out because you took a half halt and then you could go forward again. And the horse is also started to react on your ace much better. If you have students and you see the horse is going into the diagonal like that, don't continue do any tempo changes. Correct the straightness first. It's better. They never learn right anyway if they just continue riding in like just concentrated to do the changes now. You can accept it, like I said, on a young horse, because you're only happy that they do the change. As soon as they can do that and you're happy with that, you have to start to work with their straightness. I mean, when I say accept, you can accept not to repeat all changes because there was one a little bit crooked on a young horse. But on an older horse, you really have to stop doing any changes if they are not straight, because the quality is going to be less and less. When you're passing the corner, you're not supposed to cut the corner that much now, because now you're in the middle of the training. So, and then outside rein a little bit, quite quick. Yeah, so you train the horse not to disappear with the left shoulder on the diagonal, because then you have the horse on two tracks directly. Okay. This is the way you have to train a lot. So you can, when you can do this really straight, only 3 change without counting, then I could say like this, then it's no problem to do 4 and 3 tempi.